How do you create art when life gets really crazy?
We began a 10-month slog of replacing the boar-ridden floors and subfloors in the older part of our home about a year ago. 8 rooms in total. Nonetheless, I was determined to get into the studio and create art no matter what. The cold winter arrived just as we were ripping up the floors of our kitchen and our lounge. Oh, it was cold. The project came to a screeching halt for 2 weeks when the contractor had to take care of pressing matters, which meant all of my house plants and our entire living and dining space shifted to my studio. I had to postpone the art project I started last July until life became more sane. The contractor returned and the new floors were finished. Vinyl floor was laid, then the kitchen installed. Next, we stripped wallpaper and filled, sanded, and primed walls. Now it was time to get on the working end of a paintbrush. But the tools were put down in early December to get ready to enjoy our New Zealand Christmas and the Kiwi summer holidays in our beautiful restored home. Come February, Bill went back to work teaching. It was also time for me to get back into the studio. I am now continuing those 2 works with the working title, Red Playground, Finish What You Started. They are inspired by an earlier work titled, Can Red Come Out to Play number 7. This is the first part of 5 sessions.
My new work will be inspired by the original Turned Sideways. In choosing to use a compass, the battle against my usual restrictive mindset begins. So I put the compass down. Matching the aspect ratio between the original and the new work is just simply not working. Besides, the purpose of creating this work is to encourage myself to play with materials and not sweat over the small stuff. To simplify, I arbitrarily draw a bisecting line on one side and match the other side to it. The original should influence the new work, but not dictate the design I make.
Oh, this is lovely. It almost looks like a fire. I got these almost claw-like things. This left quadrant, lower quadrant, was pretty basic and not much done to it. Decided to add the triangles in to give it a sense of pointing. Since it's going to be a duo, I would like there to be a little bit of communication between them. I made these marks and I think I'm actually going to sort of celebrate them because this is playing. I get to do what I want to when I play, but we are going to continue these lines. In the original, this area is all solid yellow. Well, we're just not going to do that. I think I'll start out by making the big part strongly yellow. And I like a little bit of rhythm and pattern and stuff. I think we're done with the yellow. The next thing I'm going to get out is our blue. Oh, a bird's out here screaming. What's up? Had a baby tui out there screaming. It's been visiting our feeder and having a little fight with its brother that's slightly older. He was trying to find his voice, and I think he's finding it. We heard it last night, making its sounds. We love our tuis.
My desire to do abstract started back around 2018 when I owned my brick and mortar business. I wanted to get back into the studio, but I felt I didn't have the energy or the time to invest in thinking about the meaning, and then writing and plotting and planning like I've done in making my narrative realistic works. Pretty intense, and I loved it. I'd do it again. Got to do 3 solo shows, 1 with Anna Claire Thompson, so I was really glad to be able to do that. Because my aim is to do 52 of these. I better really push myself. I was going to actually just do yellow and leave the red as it was. Well, I've gone ahead and done that now, and I don't see any way to back out.
Here's the picture here. I like that red there, but I think I'm going to have to go in and paint it red. Make a commitment to it. Okay, I think I've arrived at an interesting spot on this. What I'm going to do is call it a day.
Thanks for joining me for this first video of the Red Playground series. You can see me continue this work by clicking here.